So you're saying my freeze breath makes no sense? Of course not. What are you even freezing? The air, obviously. So you're just freezing some of the air in your lungs. No. The air I exhale steals heat from its surroundings. That's how it freezes things. That still doesn't make sense. Well, hey, you're not the one with Kryptonian biology, so works a bit better if you suck, though. If I what? If instead of freeze breath, it's freeze suck. Like you're sucking the heat from things. Batman, I don't do a freeze suck. If a bad guy shows up, they'd be all like, look out, Superman is going to suck us. That's completely ridiculous. Someone come quick. He's sucking us dry.
Sounds like you boys are having fun.
Just telling Superman how stupid his powers are.
My powers come from magic, so I don't have that problem.
How awfully convenient.
It's not my fault I'm a goddess.
Super strength, flight, immortality. Don't forget about the magic whip.
It's actually a lasso.
What's so great about a lasso?
Well, it compels people to tell the truth.
Seriously.
Exactly.
You know that's stupid though, right?
It's magic. It's the opposite of stupid.
It actually enables stupid.
You really suck the joy out of things.
Something he's pretty used to, eh, big guy? I'm glad your parents are dead, Bruce. We're having fun. But anyway, Wonder Woman, your lasso makes no sense.
You're not going to go on some neurodivergent rant about science, are you?
First of all, wow. And second, of course not.
Praise be to Hera.
It's more like a neurodivergent rant about philosophy.
Curse you, Hera!
To force truth, you must discern intentional deception from incorrect statements. Therefore, your lasso is a telepath.
My lasso isn't a telepath.
Well, actually, it is. It must have access to the victim's internal beliefs. If it can tell the difference between I'm lying and I'm mistaken, it must compare what you say to what you think is true. That is the definition of mind reading. Batman, I think you're making this more complicated than it is. It just forces people to tell the truth, all right? Whose truth? Your truth?
The truth!
The truth isn't so simple. If the victim is confused or in denial, does it force their subjective belief, which could be false? Or is it some objective reality, which requires knowledge they can't possess?
Look, I just wrap my lasso around someone, alright? Then I ask them a question. Then they're forced to answer. That's it!
And how does it avoid true but useless answers? You know, like the ones politicians give.
I don't know any politicians.
Lex Luthor's sex bots. Neither the time nor place, Clark. No, it's relevant. So I visited Luthor's island, right? And he had all these sex bots. Was real weird. Some looked like Lois, some looked like Diana, and there were even a few of me. He said those ones were for security, but I have my suspicions. Anyway, I asked him for the manufacture date of the bots, right? And he totally evaded my questions. Was all like, the bots are really mature. We have a special connection. I didn't know she was 18 days. Was like talking to a wall.
Great Zeus.
Yeah, he was there too. Superman raises an excellent point. How does the lasso understand what the questioner is trying to learn so that it can detect when the speaker is trying to mislead? Does it read both your minds?
It's a lasso, Batman.
And if it does compel a person to speak the truth, how does it know which part of the person's knowledge is relevant? Is it scanning through their brain to find the knowledge? How long does that take?
A lasso!
You know, apart from the objective and subjective truth thing, there's also the definition problem. Could you define the definition problem? Definitely. Flash attacked me.
Well, I can't say you don't deserve it, Batman.
I hope he broke your comically large jaw. Why do you think he punched me? He could have attacked me with words.
Flash isn't so good with words.
He thought a book was a type of brick. The point is, you can't tell the difference. Attacked in this context could be physical or it could be verbal. It could even be self-defense. Truth depends on context.
Well, I provide the context when asking the questions. Problem solved.
But you don't necessarily know the context. That's the point. There's a lack of knowledge. Were you home last night? The crook might say yes, even if it was only for a few minutes before they left to murder my parents right in front of me when I was a child. Would yes be true in that case? Of course not! But they were home last night.
This example's stupid because I'd asked a more precise question.
Well, you might not get a precise answer. Heard of lying by omission? If they answer yes to a narrow part of a question but hide the important part, how does the lasso deal with that?
They tell me the full truth.
What if they don't remember what happened, but they think they do? People's memories aren't perfect. They often deceive themselves, rewrite their motives, don't even know why they acted. Is what they say true?
I don't know.
Well then, how does your lasso? Truth isn't so easy to pin down. It's actually very complicated. Why do you think there's such a thing as a good lawyer?
It just tells the truth, alright? Here, let me show you. Superman, are you wearing women's underwear?
Yes. Is there something wrong with it?
No, my lasso compels truth.
But he said it so comfortably.
Well, it might be possible it doesn't work on him.
You'd expect him to struggle a little though, right?
He might have wanted to tell us.
So you're telling me the lasso didn't even need to be wrapped around him? Guys, I'm wearing women's underwear. Did you steal it from Diana, you sick bastard?
I don't wear underwear.
Could you repeat that? I want it on record for me to listen to alone at night. It's just a bra. You see, my chest is so massive that it rubs against my costume and starts to chafe. So really, wearing a bra is a manly thing. I see.
Did you know Pinocchio also wears women's underwear? I saw it in Shrek too.
A bit meta, but I can dig it. I wonder what would happen if he was wrapped with your lasso. The cross-dresser raises an excellent point. Ah, that's John.
The Martian or the Lantern?
Yes. Does your lasso have the same powers as Pinocchio? I mean, they're both magic, right? Could the lasso say he's truthful while the curse, which enlarges his nose, says he's lying? Could this reveal something about the nature of humanity?
Batman, you're overthinking this.
Well, that is my superpower. I thought your superpower was being an arrogant, rich asshole. I'm only 3 of those things, but fine. Let's move on. Wonder Woman, does your lasso control people's bodies?
No, Batman. For the 100th time, it compels truth.
And how does it do that?
By making the person it's wrapped around talk.
Okay, so it does control bodies then.
No!
Well, talking is a physical thing, right? If your lasso makes people talk, then it has to coordinate the movement of their mouth, yeah?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so we've established your lasso has direct access to the host's nervous system then.
What? No.
What if someone holds their breath until they pass out? Or they clench their jaw or bite their tongue? How does the lasso handle that?
That never happens.
Have you ever wondered why it never happens?
I guess they just really want to talk to me.
And how does that talk usually go? Are they stuttering? Panicking?
They're very articulate, actually.
A bit odd that they're perfectly calm while you're threatening them, right?
They probably wanted a dominatrix.
Clearly, your lasso controls bodies. It's telepathic, and it controls bodies.
It just makes people speak the truth. Are you stupid?
I'm a bat. When they're speaking the truth, what language is that typically in?
English, obviously.
Aren't you Greek?
Yes, but the lasso's American.
It says made in China on it.
Don't look at that.
And what if the person you've wrapped up with your lasso doesn't speak English? What happens then?
Well, it probably just translate the words.
Translation isn't word for word, though. There's nuance. To translate accurately, you need to infer meaning. Does your lasso also understand semantics?
Semantics D's nuts.
Word! What if the person is illiterate, or has limited vocabulary, or uses slang, or is a complete idiot like Bizarro? What then?
Well, actually, Bizarro's world is so inverted that it doesn't really work against him.
But I thought it was magic!
Turns out the lasso can't compel the truth from an empty head.
Another reason why Flash is better than me. Damn it! Damn it all! Well, thanks for all the info, Wonder Woman. I didn't realize you were pure evil.
I'm not evil, I'm a goddess.
Your lasso is forcing behavior which the victim doesn't consent to. You're a very naughty woman. Have you visited any remote islands lately?
Well, yeah, I live on a remote island full of eternally young women.
Quickly, Batman! Release the Wonder Woman files! Sure, let me just redact my name out of them real quick.
I'm one of the good guys.
You turn people into instruments, little truth puppets for your amusement.
I only do it to criminals when lives are at stake.
It doesn't matter, it's a mind control device. You're an ethical contradiction. It's the kind of stuff Grodd would come up with. And he's a damn gorilla. Are you more evil than a gorilla? I'm bigger than a gorilla.
If you tie me up with my lasso, then I lose my powers.
That's completely irrelevant to what we're discussing. Why'd you mention that?
I was hoping it would distract you.
No one cares about your bondage kink. You're stripping Americans of their Fifth Amendment rights, of their goddamn liberties.
I don't give a shit about America. I'm Greek.
Plus, compelling truth makes no sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's magic.
No. If Superman uses magic to freeze things with his breath, I can imagine that. If Lantern uses it to build things with his ring, I can imagine that. But compelling truth? That's not a thing you can do. It's a mess of definitions. It's a philosophical quandary.
Greeks are great at philosophy.
Well, riddle me this, Diana. If someone believes a lie, what does your lasso make them say?
That I'm done tolerating the arrogance of men.
Say, would you happen to have a spare bra? Chafing? Like my nipples are being used to light a campfire.